In the midst of a global pandemic, a lot of social distancing, and all of us just trying to find ways to pass the time, this is This Week in Review, Season 2. COVID-19's rapid spread globally has resulted in many changes for us. If you remember nothing else about this time, remember this.
Some of us will come out of it, some will not.
Can't argue with that. Now, the shutting down of just about all sports worldwide was a major blow for men.
This is a serious situation. This is life and death, and I'm not playing games.
It left girlfriends and wives celebrating the anticipation of all this undivided attention. Reports, however, indicate that more and more men are now being encouraged to find themselves a hobby or engage in online gaming, as women continuously realize that all this idle time is requiring that they add actual value to their relationship.
I saw that going differently in my mind.
Locally, the government of Trinidad and Tobago have been doing all that they can to help curb the spread of the COVID-19 coronavirus. So the Prime Minister has advised that we practice social distancing.
I know it has somebody years on the quarantine right now, but don't beat up. Good.
This week, however, we started things off early with some social media distancing, when someone known only as Anna Moo dropped the big bad N-word in a group chat.
Niggers! Huh? Oh.
Now, who's never been there before? Every single one of us has made a typo in our lives. And if you believe the story as Anna Moo tells it, she meant to type bigger. The problem here is that Anna went back and corrected another typo in the sentence. So now, it's fair to see why the biggers don't believe her story one bit. In an impressive post-cabinet address, Dr. Keith Rowley advised that it was time for us to close the doors to all our bars, and we can't seem to imagine why. What was most notable was that right after this announcement, Kamala Prasad Visesa all of a sudden requested some dialogue about this pandemic. One wonders what they were doing all along. Trinis, being Trinis, then suggested that the only reason that the opposition leader wanted to talk was because of the closure of the bars. Now let me be the first to say that it is preposterous to even suggest that our opposition leader has some sort of drinking problem and is relying on the bars for her supply of alcohol. Let's nip that rumor in the bud. Now, corporate Trinidad and Tobago has responded, with many organizations implementing some work from home policies. Some, however, have decided to continue with their work from work policies because, as far as they're concerned, work from home is just a hotel, because it's not a resort. No? Right. Jamaica continues to be the trendsetters that they are, hosting an online party so that those practicing social distancing could enjoy themselves in the safety of their own home. Impressive, considering that in Trinidad and Tobago, we did the very same thing a full 2 days before with our own virtual shindig. With 5,000 plus patrons, the reviews were overwhelming, with some persons even saying that they had more fun than partying in person because they would have been on their phone all night anyway. Now, there's also been a call for more delivery services by those of us who have been practicing social distancing. And once again, our companies have stepped up. Take Kusals, for example. Seriously though, this Kusals incident is just a one-off. The company usually delivers reliably and safely. And in this case, we have even identified the problem.
That's the problem. That's the problem. The mother ass has no right speeding.
It would seem that the mother ass was speeding. Now in our most recent news, 68 persons who couldn't help but go on a cruise have returned to our shores. Have no fear, they were placed in quarantine immediately. These people who went on a cruise then hired a lawyer because they felt as if the quarantine facility didn't adhere to social distancing guidelines. Yes, these people who went on a cruise, on a ship, during a global pandemic now make up 40 of our 49 confirmed COVID-19 cases.
What the hell are you? No! No! No!
As we wrap up, I would like to commend Dr. Rowley on his patience with us. Between answering the same questions over and over and over again, and Trini's just simply being hardened, it's easy to understand him being at his wit's end.
Right now I have a serious headache.
All in all, it's nice to know that he at least has a lot of experience with being the bigger person. So that's it for this week, folks. Please, let's continue to look out for each other and look out for another episode of This Week in Review next week. See you then.